Hello and welcome to this new video where we are going to talk about maybe one of the best albums of 2025, and now I'm talking about Ghost's album called Skeletá. It has been out for quite a while already, and I'd like to share my opinions and thoughts about the album. It was a long wait, but I actually didn't or I realized quite late that when this Skeletá is coming out, because I have been living in some kind of, I don't know, cave or something like that. I haven't been following music news that much lately, but I think it was August when Ghost announced their new tour. I immediately bought tickets to their show in Tampere, Finland, and I cannot wait for the show, especially after hearing this album. I have to say that this album was a much more difficult to rank. I like to make those ranking videos where I list all the tracks in an order, which one was the best in my opinion, and I have already posted it here on YouTube, so you can check it here from the shorts, YouTube shorts videos. But it was extremely hard this time. I remember when I heard the previous album, when I compare this album to Impera, the previous album, I think it was much easier because Impera had songs that like really hit me immediately, like after the very first time hearing them. For example, Call Me Little Sunshine, Kaisarion, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, those were songs that like hit me very hard immediately after hearing them. In my opinion, Skeletá didn't really have that kind of songs that would have immediately felt like this is so good. It was much more an even album, but after listening to it a few times, I started to find those favorite songs, but it was still very difficult because I could change my favorite song from Skeletá like every day, because on different days different songs may sound or feel better, if you understand what I mean. So ranking those songs was extremely difficult, and I don't really base the ranking that I made on just the music. What's very special about Skeletá album for me personally is that I feel like Ghost or Tobias Forge has read my mind or something, and it was almost a bit creepy to realize that. Of course, I know it's just a pure coincidence that this happened, but like really, I have to say that it has been a very long time since any album has touched me personally so deeply, or as deeply as Skeletá. Skeletá has many songs that I could very strongly relate to, and I very strongly felt like many of those songs could be about my life. When you feel like that, it just hits different, like people on the internet tend to say sometimes. It really hits different, and Skeletá had so many songs like that. Even though I first thought that one of those singles from this album, Lacrima, I don't know how to pronounce that, but Lacrima, even though I first thought that, yeah, well, this is an okay, like, pop rock song, it it's very basic and very radio friendly. I first thought that, yeah, well, this is just like okay song, but then when I read the lyrics, and many times I realized that, yeah, wow, this could be about my life in a way. Of course, I may see these songs differently than someone else, but anyway, I felt that, wow, this is so perfect when thinking about my personal life at the moment. This year has been very tough for me, and Lacrima was one of the songs that I feel like fit very well into this situation where I am right now. Then Satanized is also kind of a good song. I have to admit that first I didn't realize that the song was about love. I actually realized that only after when I saw, I think it was Metal Hammer's video where Tobias gives you like a guide for listening to Skeletá, like track by track. After watching that video and after listening to Satanized again, I realized that, oh well, yeah, this could really be about love and how difficult feeling it is and how much pain it can cause. And once again, I was like, boom, this is like, how do you do this? How did you know how I feel? And yeah, it was just like mind blowing. And even though it's not my favorite song from Skeletá, its message just hit me so hard that I do like the song even though it's not my favorite. But still a great single. Then another song that has like I think a very beautiful message is Guiding Lights. And I remember Tobias saying that the song is about a situation where you know that you should tell someone something. I don't want to be too precise with this, but yeah, about a situation where there are things that you would like to say to someone, but you know that if you say them, you probably would lose that person. And again, like if he's talking about my life, I think it's just so scary, scary to realize. But like especially lately this year, I have felt very strongly that way, that there are people who are going to a wrong direction. From my point of view, I think that they are making some bad choices, and I am someone who has a very high barrier to say anything to anyone, because I tend to think that, well, who am I to tell anyone what to do? And I am not, like always, but when it comes to some very close people, I tend to worry about them very much. And this year has been full of worrying about people who are very close to me, and sometimes I think that I would like to say them that please don't do that, what you're going to do. Try to think about something else. Maybe we can figure out something else together. But I have also been very scared of losing those people if I open my mouth. So sometimes I've just kept my mouth shut, and maybe sometimes, depending on the person, I may have said something, but sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. You can't really affect that. What other people do. The Guiding Lights is just a beautiful song. It has become a very important song to me in a very short time. It's very beautiful, almost makes me cry sometimes. Very, very good song. Then there are some songs that don't really have like a very special connection to me, but they are still very good, like De Profundis Borealis. It's a very good song, nice, fast. It also has some great hooks, as well as the next song, Cenotaph. I think Cenotaph is maybe I don't know really what to think about it. Of course, it's a great song still. It has a nice tempo and somewhat, in my opinion, it's a very happy song. Like it makes at least me feel like very happy, and maybe it has some kind of hope in it. Missilia Amori, yes. This is like my second favorite of this on this album, and it's just purely because I really love that 80s sound, and also I think this song is a bit like, if you don't know or really pay attention to the lyrics, it can be it has like two, I don't know, dimensions. Doesn't make any sense, because I think that the song is very uplifting and it has some punch in it, nice tempo, and the lead guitars, a very catchy chorus. And yeah, I think it's like a very uplifting if you just listen to the music. But when you pay attention to the lyrics, it's suddenly very dark song. I don't know, is it some kind of is it done on purpose? Maybe. I'm not a songwriter yet, so I don't know, but it's very dark, twisted song, and I really like that. So, and I'm very interested in those dark sides of human mind. So that is one reason why I really like this song, even though it has a very dark lyrics. But musical wise, it's just a pure gold. Marks of the Evil One. When I made that ranking video, this was my least favorite song, but I still like it. So it doesn't mean that I don't like the song. I do, but it was just so difficult to put these songs in an order. But I just had to do it, so I can already hear people singing along with this. If they play this is like a very good song to sing along. Nothing bad to say. Then Umbra, how do you say that? I really love the cowbell in this. It's just so good. Once again, the 80s sound and everything. I can nothing but just love the song, and especially because it is about it. It's a very very good. Then we have Exorcist. This is just another song that hit me personally very strongly. I can't listen to the song without crying, so if they play this, I'm going to cry like I don't know, like a baby or something. But yeah, it's about death, and even though I know that I feel that this song isn't like dramatic or anything, it sounds actually quite hopeful to me. Its message is very beautiful. What makes Excelsis so hard to listen to is that only 2 months ago, someone who has been very important in my life, especially years ago, passed away, and this spring season has been very difficult. It has been very sad, a lot of like grieving. I just like to ask from Tobias, did you really know that these kind of things are going to happen to me and you are going to write songs about them? Oh my god. Especially when someone close to you has passed away very recently, it makes it very hard to listen to Excelsis. I hope that when time goes on, it becomes easier. But yeah, right now this song is just something I almost have to skip if I'm listening to Skeletá in public because I don't want to cry in public. But yeah, it's a very beautiful song and it's a great ending for an album like this. It starts very strongly and like a peace field is my favorite song, and it still has some hope in it, and I think it just the circle closes like seamlessly. These were my thoughts about Skeletá in a longer form. It is a great album. It's like a non-skippable album, which is sometimes quite rare, I think. I understand very well why so many people have hyped this album. Great job. I can't wait to see Ghost in Tampere soon and sing along with these songs and other songs too. Definitely, this is going to be one of my favorite albums this year, no matter what else is coming out. Thank you, Ghost. It's just a great album. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and if you'd like to see more videos like these, like albums or reviews, something like that, please remember to subscribe and put notifications on because I'm going to do more content like this in the future.